4 TV tray tables here. They're wood. They were probably don't know this.
No.
This was a shower present or a wedding present for my sister.
Wow.
Everyone needs to have TV tray tables, in my opinion, in their life, because we all are at some point where you don't have any furniture, and we all like to eat in front of the TV. So anyway, these guys have had a lot of mileage. This one's cracked on the top. I'm going to repair it. They're stained. You can see there's a lot of parties have gone on. There's coffee, there's wine. They're a little rickety. I'll probably tighten them up. But I'm going to refinish them and make them into something fabulous so that we can get through the next 30 plus, and then you can have them.
Okay.
And why these are wonderful. I know people make fun of them, but I love them. Fold them flat, man. You can, hide them in a closet if you don't need them, but you can fold them flat if space is at a premium. People use these as bedside tables. Sometimes guest tables. You don't have to use them just as a TV tray.
What was it like marketed as? Do you remember what? Like, was it a thing to get like couples TV table tray with TV tray table or
TV tray tables? It's a 50s thing.
Oh, okay.
Way back when TVs were new and cool, and convenience was all of the rage. It was considered cool to have a TV dinner, they called it. This is before microwaves. Wow, you and I never talked about this. TV dinner. It was in a foil tray with a foil top, and it was compartmentalized. They had the mashed potatoes in one thing, they had the veg in the other, they had the Salisbury steak or something, and you'd stick it in the oven and heat it up, and then people would come home, and it was a luxury to have a TV, so you'd sit on your couch and you'd open up your TV tray table and you'd have your TV dinner.
Wow.
And your glass of milk or what have you, but the TV trays were metal.
Oh.
Mom had a set of metal ones. They were metal legs. It was a decorative metal tray. I'm imagining that it was orange, cream and orange floral.
Wow.
Man, I'm getting
yeah.
a way back machine now.
I'm thinking about, I think Barbie had one of those. Like an old Barbie, I remember seeing like an orange tray table.
I mean, now they're probably considered very chic to find the metal ones. I have not seen any metal ones out anywhere in a long time. This was considered an upgrade, the wood ones. But anyway, yeah.
So
and the top would come off completely. See, these are all attached with screws and things. The metal ones, you would just pop the top right off and store it separately, and then it was just the legs.
Oh, just for storage purposes?
I guess.
All right. You beheaded your... Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I remember reading in like sociology or all those classes I had to take, the invention of the microwave and the dishwasher, all those appliances. It was such a cultural moment in like 1950s America because it meant the woman didn't have to cook and clean all day. Like, so this was probably similar, once they started having the microwave or the oven, like the Swanson dinners, then these came along, and now like it's the convenience. Now the woman can do other things, and like it probably was a huge shift in like how you thought about dinner and like family dinners and stuff.
We talk about distracted eating with our phones at the dinner table. I mean, way back when
this is how it started.
This is how it starts. The TV tray table. Yeah, because you always just sit around the table and eat, and then. We'd come home from school, my mom would say, your dad's working the night shift.
Yeah.
Go get a TV dinner, I'm not cooking. Wow. So then we'd go put the thing in the oven and we'd get the tray and sit in the family room, and then we'd get yelled at for not putting the tray away. But yeah, well, what have we done? I started to brush on black gloss paint on the legs, and I didn't like it. It was taking too long. I didn't like the brush strokes. It would have taken me 5 coats. So I bit the bullet. I bought some spray paint, but I bought metallic oil rubbed bronze. And I gotta tell you, it doesn't look as oil rubbed bronzy as I thought it would.
It looks black.
It looks black.
But that's not the most interesting part of this project.
No,
right?
It's not. It's not the most interesting part of this project, so that's why I was trying to hurry up and get it done. I wanted to get going on the tops. So this one, I've been working on there. It had a big old crack. This is epoxy putty. This is the second time I put it in there. Let it dry, sand it. It's still a little rough here. I'm going to sand it some more, and hopefully it'll be smooth. My first step on that was to wood glue it from the back side and clamp it, which went okay, but there was a little gap, and I thought, well, it's like royal icing on a cake. We'll sort of put the crumb coat on, put the top coat, smooth it over, make it look beautiful. So that's what I'm trying to do.
All of our analogies are going to be food because that's all that's on my brain.
Holidays.
The holidays.
Cake.
Crumb coat,
chocolate chip
frosting.
cake with ganache, chocolate
It
ganache.
looks like vanilla
glaze.
cake, like a butter cake with ganache.
And then what about that peppermint cake with the candy canes all sprinkled on top?
Like a giant York, but not like a toothpaste York.
So
Sometimes
good.
York can taste like toothpaste wrapped in chocolate. It was like a nice hint
I
of
gotta
mint.
tell you a secret, darling.
Was it a box or something?
I still have leftover peppermint cake in the freezer, so we may have to reenact the holidays this evening. So far, I've wood glued, and I have wood pasted and sanded a very bad bullet hole here. Primed it, primed the tops, flipped them over, primed the underside, and then I think we already talked about how these legs were sprayed. I think we talked about that. Now what I'm going to do, I've got about a half of a container of this, and I want to make sure I have enough to get all the tops. So I'm going to do the tops, and if I have enough, then I'll flip them and I'll get the underside with this same. Otherwise, I'll probably do a different color. No one's looking at the underside.
Yeah.
So I plan on doing the top and the sides with this.
It's like a light gray.
This is called silver polish. It's a very light gray. It's almost white.
Is
It's
it
eggshell.
metallic at all?
I don't think it's metallic.
Okay.
On the stand, I did have to use Allen wrenches today to tighten it. It was all over the place, and that was the other swearing that you heard maybe earlier. I couldn't find my Allen wrenches in the move. They were misplaced. I found them, and I fixed this. I'll probably spray paint this black to
I was
match
just gonna
that.
ask, are you planning on?
I think I will,
Yeah.
because it's ugly, but it's winter, and I gotta wait till it warms up before I'll spray. I
That's
did a
not the
little
fun part.
spraying on something else in here, and you can still smell it. I just don't want to do it in the house.
Yeah.
It's too many fumes.
I think you're turning into the dad from A Christmas Story. I could hear.
Oh, with the swearing?
Yeah. I couldn't really make out what the words were, but I caught the tone.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
okay.
first there was an issue with my Ryobi drill and finding the right bit. I wanted to use that to get the screws out because they're in there pretty tight, and I had to hand crank the last one, so that was the swearing because I couldn't get that thing. It wouldn't work.
Hey, swear away.
So I said
It's
some
fine.
not made for TV words. That was one thing, and I forgot what the other swearing thing was about. Maybe the Allen wrenches being missing.
I mean, I'm doing the same from upstairs, so it's okay.
Cracking. Time for coffee! Oh, hello.
What are you doing?
None of your business. I changed the design. I didn't consult my project manager.
Oh,
And I'm using my computer to get some designs.
so
So I might be in trouble. I don't know. Jesus. Oh, hello.
hello again. And what are you doing now? Do I get to know now?
Hold on, I got Marion Hill in my ear. Originally, I was going to put a monogram on there, and I decided that I was going to change what I was going to do.
Okay.
So I went on the computer, I found a font that I liked, I put the letter P,
Okay.
and then how it works is you turn it over, you can kind of see the P through. That sounds funny. You can kind of see the P.
I don't want to see the P.
I don't want to
No
see
one
the P
needs to see
either.
the P.
Yeah, I think the P ought to be elsewhere, but
Please
anyway.
keep that away. Yeah.
I use a very soft number 4 pencil. So I turned it over, did all that. Then the idea is I put this on the TV tray and I take a pen and I go along the outline of this, pressing really hard.
Oh.
And the graphite on the back will transfer the outline of the design of the letter onto the tray.
And then you go over that with paint?
And then I go over it with paint or with
Okay.
Sharpie. I
Okay.
haven't done this before, so I have to decide. It's for those of us who don't have a very steady free hand. I couldn't paint this.
Right.
And I don't have a stencil. It's a cheap guy's way of doing a stencil.
And so I can see now the creativity happening, because you're probably like, why stick with the letter if I can do anything? I don't need a stencil.
Right.
Was that what happened?
That's kind
A
of
little
what
bit?
happened. So then Christmas came, and Santa Claus got me a coloring book, an adult coloring book that has beautiful Celtic designs and Irish swear words and
Yes.
Irish insults.
Yes. Oh, this is gonna be good.
So what I chose for insults are Egypt,
Classic. Yeah.
classic. See,
Does
I've already
Shrek say
colored
that
this.
too?
Yeah.
Or
Egypt.
that's more Scottish. Yeah.
Gambine.
Gambi. What is that? A G then or a J?
Yeah, this is an interesting font. This is a
Yeah,
G.
that's a G. Okay.
It's a lowercase g, I think.
Okay.
Gambine.
Do you have a definition for Gambi?
I think it's similar to Egypt.
Okay.
Someone who's not too swift.
Okay.
A classic that I use liberally around the house. You gobshite.
Mm-hmm. I remember that from
I-
my childhood. Yeah.
Pretty sure you know what gobshite is.
I can surmise.
And this one you caught me working on.
Oh, I
You're an Amadon.
an Amadon.
An Amadon. So while we're using our TV tray tables, if we're eating or coloring or what have you, you will be insulted roundly with Irish.
That's so great.
Won't I be after starting with the Egypt? This isn't that the biggest insult of all to call you a bleeding Egypt?
I'm bleeding Egypt.
A bleeding Egypt. So while you were getting coffee, I finished the outlining of the Egypt.
How's it look?
Well,
You can't see it.
Can't
I
tell.
thought
So
you could.
I waited for the reveal because. You know,
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So what am I doing? Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Now remember, I've never done this before, so if it's sucking, that's why.
Yeah.
Woo! It worked.
Wow.
Hey.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. Oh, well, there goes that letter. That's okay. I don't plan on using it again anyway.
Hey.
That's not bad. So now what I'll do
Just
is go,
Sharpie?
I think, a black Sharpie.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to color that puppy with the black
You don't
Sharpie.
even need like the whole entire thing.
The inside letters.
Yeah, you don't even need black paint with
No
like
paint.
a pencil brush, right?
No. And then if
Yeah.
the pencil marking is like where I flotched, I can just rub that off because it's soft graphite. Most chemical washes and extreme heat and steam up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit.
Edna mode.
Edna mode.
Insert Edna mode gif.
Made in USA. Do not shake.
Do not shake.
Oh God.
Is there a ball bearing in it or something? That would mean
So what do I do?
shake
First
it.
thing I do, I shake. You got it on film here. I'm shaking the pen. All right, now my hand's shaking because I'm worried I'm gonna blow some
See,
shit up. Pardon my French.
Why is this was a simple project, now
is
it's a whole thing. We turned it into a whole thing
It's
with
a
a
whole thing,
Sharpie.
now I'm nervous.
Oh gosh,
Oh, God.
I broke everything.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous now.
Oh, don't drink more coffee. Oh. Okay. Let's do it.
All right, I'm going in.
I'm in. Yep.
I tend to hold my breath when I paint walls also in bedrooms. When
Yeah.
I'm edging, I hold my breath.
Well, it's nerve-wracking.
Do not try this at home, folks. Actually, do try this
Or
at
do-
home. This is going pretty well, actually. Knock
Yeah.
wood. Let's try it out, dude. I'm gonna have to get another marker. Seriously.
Uh-oh. Just after 2 letters? What's so industrial about that?
Fine.
You
What
just
if I
have to
shake
tap
it?
it.
Should I shake it?
It just said don't
Shake the
shake
devil
it.
out of that brush?
It said don't shake it.
What's gonna happen?
It'll
I
explode.
don't have safety glasses on. Well, look at,
Combust.
there's more ink coming out when I shake the damn
So you
thing.
should shake it. Who needs direction?
I gotta get another one.
One.
I could only find
Thank you.
Bic.
I have to go to the store and get Sharpies.
No. Yeah. So I filled it in. Looks sharp.
Yeah.
So now I just have to get rid of these smearies and my hand's a little black here from the pencil. The number 4.
That's so cool.
Now I'll let that fully dry and then I plan to
Polyurethane.
spray the top with polyurethane, spray the whole thing, but for sure concentrate here. And I'll tell you what else, I don't even care if it yellows. You know, there's certain polyurethanes,
Oh.
they're like,
Yeah.
don't use this kind if you're putting it on top of paint. I don't care because even if it yellowed a little bit, it'll give it an aged look and I think that'll be cool.
Yeah, that's a good.
But I'm
point.
gonna polyurethane it because we're gonna use this potentially for food and,
Yeah.
you know, if something spills or wine glass or what have you.
That's a really
Pretty
cool
cool,
idea.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
Okay, our TV tray tables are done. Yee, we're celebrating. Here's the thing about these. This one, Gambian in Egypt, we used an industrial black marker.
Sharpie brand
Yeah,
industrial.
I wasn't gonna say the brand, but it was designed for industrial applications. Oh, I see a drip here. I might have to sand out. So perfectly sharp. Ha! No pun intended. Oh God.
Well, I'll cut out the brand so you don't have to worry about the pun.
So these two, we use garden variety permanent marker, and look what's happened.
Yeah.
When I put the polyurethane on top, they bled. They bled out. So the Amadon and the Gobshite is a little bit bleedy, and I thought about distressing them, but I'm not a big fan of fake distress.
Yeah.
I think that there's enough real distress in the world. We
Right.
don't need to fake it.
No, I agree.
You know.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking was, we're going to be using these probably at parties when people are, you know, serving themselves
Partaking.
adult beverages. Maybe you've had a few too many anyway, and your vision's
That's
getting a little
true.
blurry. And so I think it's creative license.
See, and no one's gonna. Well, the belligerent people should just leave the house if they're gonna bring it up.
Just
So
get
it's a good like litmus test for should you be at this party or not. If you
Yes.
bring it up, then you're out.
If you bring it up, then.
It's
Get
like a good filter
out.
for the party. Yeah.
But overall,
So-
I'm pretty thrilled with these. I think they look great.
I think they're so this. See, let me tell you, when you first told me about these with the letter P, I was excited because like I want to hear about the stenciling and I thought that was a cool idea, but it just something felt off. I'm like, we're not the monogram family.
We're not monogram.
We're not monogram people.
Yeah, we're not.
And then you had this
definitely not.
idea. I'm like, that's it. So Irish swear words, like, but from a distance, you don't know, or
It
and
looks
I.
like a design. It
Yeah.
looks like, you know, that's interesting.
It's
got a
elegant,
family name.
Celtic, yeah. And so that's another filter we, litmus test for parties. If they ask what it is and they don't know, then we can use that as a gauge. But just tell them they're Irish cities.
They could be Irish cities. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Amadon could be in County Clare, as far as you know.
I've been called every single one of those words by my lovely wife in
Yeah.
various times of our marriage.
Yes.
Usually after I screw up.
Well, I thought that Egypt was how you pronounce idiot until I was like in high school. So there's that.
Sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry. It just means you're bilingual.
Yeah.
If you hear someone call you an idiot or an idiot, it's the same.
Yeah. I think it's all good. Yes. There's nothing interesting back here to film.
Nothing interesting.
Just us.
Okay, only film if I look skinny.
You always look
Because
skinny.
it's been the holidays. There's been a lot of eating.
Happy 2019. We all look little chunkier.
Chunkier. Okay, so here's our TV tray tables.
That we ate all of the Christmas food off of.
I eat all the Christmas food, and now it's all in an inner tube around my midsection.
You know that scene in I think it's The Wedding Planner with J-Lo? This is one of the formative experiences of my childhood, was watching J-Lo. She got home from work as the wedding planner, and she had a TV tray table, and a glass of wine and microwave dinner. And that, I think it was supposed to be like, oh, she has a sad home life, but I was like, if J-Lo can do it, I can do it. So I was, when I grow up, I want to have my own TV tables. So
Yeah, and if you go to the gym, if you are regular gym goers, as you and I mostly are,
there aren't any machines because the
there's no
Creasters are
machines
there.
because the people who have the resolutions are hogging all the machines. You know, the noobs, the newbies, as our gym manager calls them, the noobs.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, get off.
We were here since August.
You know, Chicago seniority, man.
Yeah.
Get out.
Get out. No phone for
I'm
you.
fat and crabby.
Sure,
Get
you
off.
find that perfect song to weight lift with? Yeah, okay.
Quit
You're just
your
texting.
babe.
Ah,
Move it, noob.
get out of
See,
here.
Colleen and I, we are holy friends at the gym.
How do you feel about these Irish tray tables? Speaking as
The
someone,
Irish people?
not the population. Your opinions on the population. Your opinion on the decision to include Irish phraseology as opposed to other phraseology that more aligns with your cultural heritage.
I think the tables are beautiful, but I don't think this house in general has enough Polish representation. So I'm a little upset about
My-
that.
You said you think it has enough Polish.
It does not have enough.
Oh, does not have enough Polish.
So we need some more red.
Red and white.
Yep. I'm going to get some flags and put them right on that wall.
That'll blend in.
Do I detect a note of hostility over there from the Polish side of the couch?
No.
No?
No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not hostile. I
Alright.
just, I need Colleen to understand that she might be more Polish than Irish.
Well, we know the genetic breakdown.
I know, I haven't done the math.
I'm more Irish a little bit.
Just by a little bit.
Well, my first name is Irish, but my last name is Polish.
Right. So
And your middle name
And my
is
middle,
French.
so I am even.
Yeah, but you're mostly Irish and Polish.
And French and German.
And French and German, because
Okay.
aren't you also a little German and
So
Irish?